Hello everyone, this is Josh of UMadBro Films, aka Harukaya Planet Minecraft. I'm here to make some more Minecraft skins, aka the making of the dwarf skins. From the Hobbit, of course, all 13 of them. So previously we've done Balin, Thorin, Ori, Nori, all of the friggin' names. So we just finished Dwalin last time, and this time we're going to making Oin, which is going to be a little bit difficult because well, you can barely see any of them in this reference photo. Let's Google it. 13 dwarves. Wait. Well, somebody did a caricature of them. That's not what I want. Once again, still can't really see him in that image. So, Oin is the old one with the hearing horn, it would seem. Or listening horn. There we go. Much better image. So we've got little buttons, a sort of braided sort of shirt thing. More fingerless gloves. Are they? No, they're not actually. They're mittens. He's got the Pippi Longstocking hair type braided thing going on. And the cloak, well, the cloak's not going to matter because we're not going to do that. So yeah. And then the rest of it's pretty much gray. Although his clothes does look very familiar because it's pretty much similar to Boffer's actually, as far as his, the patterning of his clothes goes. Yeah, pretty damn similar. But I guess they are all dwarves coming from living in the same area, so I guess it would make sense. So yes, let's go ahead and get on to Coin. There he is. So we're gonna go with a sort of a grayish base of color for his clothing. Well, that's his head, not his clothes. So let's, rectify that. Up his body, arms, and yeah, that'll do her. And then now let's get some flesh tone in there. That's going to be somewhere between the orange and red coloring on the color wheel. And then it's going to be more towards the white. It's amazing, isn't it, color? How that works. Don't try to do this with actual paint, though. This only works with light colors. Science. Alright, and then he's more pink than that, so let's actually up that. Go back to the single pixel brush. You probably couldn't see that, but there was a line. And you know what? It's too quiet. Far too quiet. Or maybe the radio station doesn't work right now, and we're going to have to sit in quiet. Damn it. Let's see if that ever comes up. I was hoping it doesn't slow anything else down too much. Right, he does have full hand mittens, which are sort of a bright silvery sort of color. I mean. Let's do that. I wonder if they're made out of mithril. I wouldn't pass him, he's a dwarf after all. And you get this crazy looking facial hair started going. These dwarfs have really, really high hairlines. I wonder if it's because they're so short. They're trying to, make up for that height loss. I don't know. It would remove his ear entirely, wouldn't I? And go with that and that. That is that. It's got some crazy eyebrows going. I don't know if I can replicate that though. Kind of like that actually. Let's try this. Much better. That's definitely him. Sort of blackish eyes. Yeah, yep. That's what I thought. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, his face is lopsided. Indeed, it was. Above his head. And let's see now. Pixel brush, please. 3D view. And let's see. Let's go for what is a lighter silvery sort of color. Let's do that. And I don't know about this one. Yeah, that's well. Of course, it's gonna have to go down on his body. Those Pippi Longstocking things. Something like that, and then there's gonna be more of. Oh, geez, what am I doing? I'm doing this for too long, it would seem. I got this big bush of a beard down here. So yeah, it would look something of that nature. Not as much curl in it though. I think I could fix that by doing that though. All right, a bit of that. There we go, much better. And that'll be fixed in a bit here once I do some patterning to it. Oy. that way. Straight back this way. Don't need that going that far backwards because that'll just be protruding out of the back of his neck if he does. It looks strange now, but you wait and see. When he's looking up, it'll work. It'll just work. Indeed, this is the Hobbit. Well, dwarves from the Hobbit, anyways. And he's got his crazy manscape going on here. I'm going to actually go with the full head height for this character. No. That will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And then I'm going to erase out spots into it. I kind of make it look like it's flowing beard hair. But no, this is so that you can see a bit of variation in the density of the different colors. It makes sense once you see the final version. And the one on top, however, will remain pretty solid. As you do that, it looks like he's spotty and going bald. It does, though. Alright, it's about as good as that's going to get. Alrighty then. And then on to texturing the rest of its clothing. So this needs to be much darker. Well, that goes a little too low, doesn't it? There we go. There's that, and then let's add a cuff link. Cuffs. I don't know, I'm having a hard time with my words today, it would seem. Alright, and then just fill this in like such. It's a darker pattern. sort of blackish gray almost. Down here for his pants, legging things. Pants? Leggings? Nothing? His boots are also a darkish gray. Unfortunate that. Wait, that's what I thought I did. Like, I feel like I messed something up here. Did I? Indeed you did. That's why there's always Control Z. God eraser of the computers. And that's his one-piece pants shirt thing he's wearing underneath. Long johns, maybe? And then let's go ahead and then these bands. Call them bands. His jacket. And he needs a big belt. And let's actually make this pretty much near black. Actually, let's do this a little bit differently. There we go. It'll make it look like he's got a bit of a beer gut going on. It's a good thing, I guess, for a dwarf. Healthy? No? Sort of a dark, dark brown for his the belt holder things. And a rather silvery, brightish buckle. Generally, you would go over that. It's not really working with enough pixels, and that's going straight into the legs, anyways. So you don't really have much to work with much of it all. And his beard's covering up pretty much any other detail that I would be wanting for this. A bit of this end, though. Yeah. And I'm not going to be doing a cloak because, well, this doesn't work very well for Minecraft. However, on the back here, I'll be adding some more detail. Just a little bit, though. I did just fill that, didn't I? Yes, indeed I did. Alrighty then. Yeah, looks about good. All there's really left to do now is to fill crap in and then do shadowing and detail. Uh, well, actually, there's one thing I need to do still. And the sole of his boots. save this and then open this up in Photoshop. What's this guy's name? Oin. There we go. You open and make so many dwarves, and you're on your ninth one, and you start losing track of their names. It's just no good. I know. Stop that. We'll start off again by adding in these shadows. Oh, is it midtones? Indeed, it is midtones. Mm. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I did mess that up quite a bit. That's fine, though, because I can add that in later when I'm back over there. And shadows. Highlights. And shadows again. Hello, Super Potato. Potato. Potatoes. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. No? I've lost my fingering. There we go. Right. Let's see now. Need to get the burn tool and need to burn the highlights. Midtones. And then we're going to go back in and add highlights with the dodge tool. Ooh, far too aggressive. It's one problem when working with whites. Whites including the grays, of course. And back to the midtones. And let's add some shadowing to the face. And that is that. Go save that. Now open up Minecraft Skin Edit. Or Minecraft Skin 3D. I mean, oh, how dare I mistake this name for such a great program. Wait for it to load. Unload. Unload. Load! Alright, well, that's Dory. There we go. Wait. Doesn't quite look the same, but I mean, what do you expect for Minecraft? There's only so many pixels you can work with. This is probably one of the more disappointing ones, but a dwarf it looks nonetheless. Yeah, that's all I can really say. So yeah, this really is it for today. The last we have left is Gloin, Billy Killy, and two not shown here, but two I'm going to do is Bilbo Baggins and Gandalf the Grey in that order. So join me next time for the others. I am Harukai from Planet Minecraft and Josh of UMabro Films, and I will see you guys next time.